In this part of the earned value management, I will talk about what I call the missing link. In the previous presentation, we saw that we have a cost, but basically something is missing. We need more information. So therefore, I want to go back to the basic elements, what we do to create the S-curve. I want to talk about a project called widgets, and my project is about creating one widget per week, for example. And we have 10 weeks, we create 10 widgets after 10 weeks. So we find here, week 10, we have 10 widgets. That's in fact the schedule information. Every week I'm planning to create one widget. These elements are very important to understand because basically what we're doing in our project, when we're determining all the planning and everything, the activities are creating deliverables. And every time we create a deliverable, we put that in the schedule. That's how we do the planning. And basically the widgets, or in our case the widgets, are the deliverables. So basically our schedule says I want to make in 10 weeks 10 widgets, and those 10 widgets are made at a rate of 1 widget per week. The next thing we have to do is to link the cost to this. Now be careful, we have two scales here, one for the widgets in green, and the next scale in red will be for the cost of the widgets. The green line here is showing the schedule information about the creation of the widgets. What is the timing to create those widgets? What is the plan, the schedule information? The next thing we do, we want to know the cost of our project, so we multiply the value or the quantity of the widgets that we are creating with the cost to create one widget. And in our example here, I said 10K per widget. These are expensive widgets, I know, but we have 10K. Now, what we do now is to multiply the number of widgets over time with the cost of one widget. At the end here, we create 10 widgets, and the cost of those 10 widgets will be 100K, which is the budget at completion. And we express, in fact, the schedule information, the schedule baseline, the timing during which we create those widgets, we calculate it as a cost. And the S-curve there contains basically two sets of information. First of all, it's an indication of the schedule baseline, because it's based on the timing that we are planning to create those widgets. The other information is the cost information. How much do we plan to spend to create those widgets? This is basically the missing link, the link which we didn't look at before, because we only looked at cost when we looked at the S-curve, but the S-curve basically contains more information. It also contains the schedule information, how we are planning to create those widgets. And the combination of these two is very important when we will be looking into earned value management. Basically, we will be measuring two things. We will be measuring the number of widgets that we create over time during the project, and we will measure the cost. And those two elements we will compare to the S-curve. And that's in fact where earned value management is going to help us, by understanding that the S-curve has that double information included in it. Schedule information, because we plan the deliverables over time, and the cost information. And it's very useful to put everything in cost as the main parameter, because we will be able to compare the different informations that we obtain during the project execution. Let's have a look at the next presentations and see how this brings us to the principles of earned value management. I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Thank you and bye-bye.